Hey, this is Metal Jeff, and I'm just checking back in with some more progress on the Defector Project. And I actually consider this build done at this point, even though I don't think I've ever completely finished a build, or at least finished everything I wanted to do to it. The last mod I did to the Define R5 was a window side panel. I was originally going to cut out a window right along the edge of this acrylic on the inside. I ended up just getting a 3/8 inch thick piece of acrylic, and I had it cut by Tap Plastics again, pretty much the size of the side of the case, and that also has a 45-degree cutout around the edge, so I think it looks pretty sharp. It really catches the light, and you kind of get a line of light up and down there. I got the panel and drilled the holes myself, and if you look close you can actually see my holes are pretty brutal looking. I used the wrong kind of bit and it really chewed up the acrylic, and I also think I was trying to take too much out at once, but I think the build is looking pretty good. Also did some more finish work as far as like hardware goes. Got a bunch of little washers and kind of ordered a bunch of screws from Amazon, so everything's uniform now instead of just random bits and pieces. Took the rig out to PDX Land last weekend. Got some great feedback on it. Also got to look at some awesome case mods from other people. PDX Land seems to be one of the best places to go if you're looking to check out some modded computers and stuff, so that was a lot of fun. So the plexiglass actually added a bunch of rigidity to the case, which is cool because you pick it up and it doesn't even flex anymore, so I guess that's a big benefit of using the thick acrylic. All the fans also are running off of a Silverstone PWM splitter. It's plugged into the CPU PWM header and has 8 ports, so that's completely full with all my fans, and they're all running on the same curve. I think it's a positive pressure case. You can feel a little air coming out through these vents, and then I just got 4 intake fans and then this is an intake 2 on the back, so that's 5 140 millimeter fans for intake, and then 3 120 is the exhaust, and pretty much use acrylic to cover up every other little section of the case that has any slots or vents or anything. So the only thing, I still need to put a filter on that back fan, and it's terrible, I know, but I already see some dust building up on the inside of that acrylic piece. So this is going to be the last episode of the Defector build logs. And by the way, the Defector name originated because I was going to throw a drive in there with OS X on there, and I still kind of have that in the works, but every time I buy a new SSD to do that, it ends up filled with games, and I use it as an editing drive or something like that. But I don't know, I haven't given up on that, but it's not really a priority anymore. So thanks for tuning in for the build log. I got the next one started. It's going to be a scratch case build for my old X58 system, and if you've been following Instagram or Twitter or any of the social media, you've probably seen some renders that I've been posting of that. And I also got the new mill, the Shipoko 3, and I'm going to be setting that up soon here too and making a video about that. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the progress on this build. I hope you guys liked it, and there will definitely be a lot more to come. So in case you're new to the channel or haven't seen the original 2 videos where I went over the parts, just wanted to go over everything in the build really quick and kind of reiterate what mods I've done to it. First of all, it's a Asus X99 Deluxe motherboard, and it's got a Intel 5960X 8-core processor in it. I took the little shroud off the back there and painted it with Plasti Dip, and I also took all the PCI clips there and painted them white as well. I put Bits Power AI X99D full cover block on there. That's this acrylic piece, CPU block below, and 2 chipset blocks. CPU block is actually a Summit EF. 32 gigs Crucial DDR4 RAM in there, running at 2400 megahertz. And then there's a 512 gig M.2 drive. That's the Samsung XP941. Might be a 500 gig. Graphics card is a GTX 980 Ti. That's got the Bits Power block on there for the Titan X. And let's see, there's an additional Samsung 850 EVO around back. All the tubing and fitting is Bits Power, Crystal Link, and Crystal Link tubing, and the fittings are multi-link enhanced 12 millimeter. Of course, it's a Define R5 case, and I've done custom acrylic panels throughout the whole thing, including this PSU shroud, a top cover, back cover, front cover. Basically covered all the holes that aren't actively sucking air in, except for these PCI slots. Those are kind of still slotted out. Made a door, made an acrylic clear door for the case. Radiators are Alpha Cool 45 millimeter XT45 radiators, one 360 up top and 280 on the front. All the lighting is by Dark Side Mods. So running a total of like 8 lights in there, and they're all hooked up to the Define R5's built-in fan controller. All the sleeving in the case is Telios sleeve by Mainframe Customs. Got most of my connectors there too, and I didn't sleeve straight to the power supply. I made extensions, and by the way, the power supply is a Corsair AX750. So I think that pretty much covers the build. Thanks for tuning in.